The evolution of Roberto Mancini. Now, he faced off against Roberto Martinez, two Bobby M's in this fixture, in the FA Cup final back in 2013. Wigan versus Manchester City, the giants now of English football. But it was Wigan that won on the day. This was sort of a revenge, I guess you could say, for Roberto Mancini. But how have we seen him evolve, Martin? Because you've managed against him, and I found this really interesting. He was asked, you don't seem to get as angry anymore on the touchline. He used to be very active and very animated previously, but in a very angry way, seething almost at times. And his simple answer was, I got older. I can't always be as angry. And I think that was quite telling. He seems to have mellowed, and the players seem to have reacted to that better. Does that make sense in a way?
Yeah, of course it does. Whether he, as he gets older, whether he's got any nicer or not, I'm not so terribly sure. He's there's a streak of arrogance about him that he has got, I think, retained from his playing days. He was a very, very, very talented footballer. And he has gone and made a really good niche for himself as a manager. Now, I know that Manchester City, even in his day, would have been expected to go and contest the Premier League. But he did it. He did it brilliantly. And he has gone now and he's taken an Italian side that I think that Federico would probably agree with me, that certainly, while not in the doldrums, were certainly at a lowish ebb in the sense that, you know, they had lost that Italian way. Let me put it this way. I think he has put that right back into this team. You mentioned the game against Martinez. Now, I think perhaps, and it's an assumption that I cannot back up with any hard evidence, but Manchester City went into that game thinking that they were going to beat Wigan at Wembley by 4 or 5 goals easily. And they just could not get it right. They couldn't get it right for the day. And Martinez, great win for them. Wigan eventually were actually relegated the same year. So what shall I say? Well, naturally for Wigan to win the FA Cup was a sensational achievement. There's no question about that. But Manchester City, I genuinely felt there was a bit of arrogance about them, misplaced arrogance that particular day. But he has left that well and truly behind. He's gone on. He's an excellent manager. And you know what? Having said this, you need a bit of arrogance. You need a wee bit of self-confidence, a bit of self-belief to go and make the grade. And as I've had a conversation with Federico, I believe that most Italians have that anyway, you know, so that sort of streak of arrogance and well done there. Well, absolutely. And maybe that's why their history in football is so good.
If you look as good as Federico, perhaps we'll all be a little bit arrogant, but I don't think you are, Federico.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm having a joke, Adam. I'm having a joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Listen, he's a very handsome fellow, so forget about that there. He doesn't have to worry about being arrogant.
No, he certainly isn't. But is what Martin's saying, is that how Mancini is viewed within Italy by the fans, by the media, and maybe other players?
Yes, maybe also other players. He create really something new. We also in 2012 played with Prandelli a very good style of football now, more European style of football with possession, with this rotation on the midfielder, but he creates something new. We play really a modern football. Is a little bit arrogant, it's true, but he knows his potential, and he worked amazing, really, for 2 years and a half. He did an amazing job because he bring Italy when we are out of World Cup. You know, you remember against Sweden. So was in the bad. I think we was in the bad moment in the history of Italian football. And if you look the age of the player, as Martin say, just the 2 central defender are more older, but then they're also young player. He creates something amazing, and also the player there on the bench Locatelli, Pessina, and Berard. They are young. They're young, and someone is the first experience at this kind of level, you know, because they play in Atalanta, is amazing team. Atalanta is amazing team. Sassuolo, Fiorentina. So they're not used to play this kind of match, but he create the perfect mix, and this is. I think the most quality of this coach. To understand, is very smart, create the right mix, and also to be confident to the player, because every player is say, oh, Mancini is great, we live amazing, we play amazing. During the training, he also is positive. He also, he also explain us something different. He give us something every day. And this is very important, because when you create this kind of mix, then you can see on the pitch what happened. Because maybe we are not so good, we are not so individually quality player like Belgium, but on the pitch we was more team than Belgium, and we deserve to win.
Okay.